Okay, I was getting a pretty solid 70 right down in here, out here on that road tier out still. Got a pretty solid 70 down in here, and wasn't that deep. Like I said, they mixed this stuff up, the soil up, so you got to really hunt everything in it. I mean, it's just mixed up everywhere. And an old lantern piece here. See if I can get a hand on that. I'm gonna have to do a little cleaning on that, but pretty neat piece. Nice and green. Hang up, like I said, at that 70 on the AT Pro. So let's go out and see if we can find us another target. Yeah, I was getting another little signal down in here, and it was ringing in that 72 to jump up as high as 78 down in here. Wasn't that deep, just a little inch above under the soil there, and excuse me. Like I got a part of an old pocket watch here. Like the outside ring, maybe. Everything's green. Real green. When they bang off, they really blow your headphones out of there. Let's see what else we can get out of here. Okay, I got a 72 right down in here. Wasn't that deep. Like I said, just working along this road tear out here. They've got stuff just spread all over the place. So you gotta hunt it all. I mean, you can't just work the edges and sidewalk strips out here. Like I said, 72 jumping up to 74, and then it dropped to about 68 right down in here, and it was just under the surface. And got us a coin. I think that's an Indian. Bringing in that 72. Oh, she's crusty. Get that stuff off of there. Nice and green. Oh, boy, this side just tore up. Oh, come on. Let's see what we got here. There, she's cleaning up. Oh yeah, that's an Indian. Yeah, that's an Indian. She's a crusty Indian, but that's an Indian. Might take a little bit to get that cleaned up. Can't make out the date or anything on there yet, but you can see right there the 1 cent. Let's see if I can get that focus in for you. Not sure if it's coming up or not. Bring her up here. You can see the 1 cent and a little bit of the reeds on there. So she's pretty crusty. We'll get her cleaned up and we'll show you at the wrap up there. There you can see a little bit of the face. So let's see if we can get another target out of here. It's getting another 72 down in here, and this one was a little deeper, probably down there in that 6-7 inch range. And see what we got here. Maybe another Indian? Huh. No, it looks like a memorial. Boy, they sound so good. This soil in this road, I mean, it's just throwing these signals all over the place. So, yeah, memorial. Let's go get us another target. Started getting another 74 up to an 80 up here, and this one was down in there about another 4 or 5 inches. Still working that real hard packed stuff down in here, and it's pulled out another piece of a pocket watch. Real green. Real green. It's got some weight to it too. That gotta be a big chunk of copper there. But it's got the little wind up thing still in there. Just missing the rest of it. Alrighty, let's go find us another target down here. Okay, I was getting somewhere. Anywhere from 67, excuse me, boy, the allergies today. 67 down in here, up to 72, and it was down in there. It was probably a good 4 or 5 inches down in there, and I think we got us token. Not king of it. Oh yeah, Good for 5 cents in trade. You see that or not? Let's get her up off the ground here. There we go. Just make that out. There you go. I got the sun shining in my eyes, so I can't tell if it's making it out or not in there. Right there, 5 cents in trade. Let's see what's on the other side of this. Ah! I need to put some super glue on my fingers or something here. Alrighty, there we got. Oh, it's an Augusta one. Okay. Augusta, Wisconsin. Let's see what we got here. And get that little knobby stuff to break off of there. Yeah. Something Alic, Augusta, Wisconsin. That's where I'm at over here on this road tear off. Can't get that to focus for you. I'll get that cleaned up a little better and we'll show it at the wrap up. Nice. Been a while since I got into talking. That's a good one. I like it when I find the tokens and they show where you're at, you know. This is an older token and it's a nice area. Let me see if I can't just get the name on that cleaned up here. Boy, I tell you, these signals down in here, you're digging it all. I mean, you just can't you just can't tell what it's. You can't trust what it's reading you down in there. But there you go. Nice, very nice. I like finding them old tokens. There we go. So we'll get her cleaned up and we'll show you a little better picture at the wrap up. Really nice 82 to 85 down in here. I got the old heart pump and I thought I had silver coming up out of there, but still not a bad find. I mean, it wasn't that deep. I just was rolling around in this stuff and I couldn't find it in a pinpointer and finally uncovered that sucker and give it a nice long look. I think I got me a nice old thimble here. See if I can get that to focus in. There we go. Not bad. I mean, it's been a while since I found a thimble, and I'm pretty sure that's thimble. It's nice and green. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that cleaned up a little better than that. It's got, I think it's got a little bit of design in there. I don't think it's silver. It's green, so still a nice find. Still working that road tear out. Right up behind the machine right here. Let's go find us another target here. Nice. We're gonna do the wrap up here on the street hunt here in Augusta. Just a quick wrap up. I'm not gonna throw a lot of the trash I saw out there. Just some examples. You know, big chunk of copper wire there. That's kind of nice. I'll throw that in the scrap bucket there. And chunks of lead. Heavy chunks of lead. Tin, stuff like that. The usual stuff that you see in there. I don't know what that would have busted off of, but I'd throw it in there anyways. Lot of lead in that road. I mean, it was one of them hunts where you really had to be on your ball. I mean, if you're gonna hear those signals down in there, you had to be on your ball. Don't know what that would be. This piece right here. Just a tin piece. I can't see any writing or anything on it. So, might have been part of a toy or not. Little hook, piece of a toy. Pushed up Hot Wheels, Matchbox, something like that. This piece right here, there's no writing or anything on it. That might have been part of, oh, there she fell off. Like part of the lantern in that. Not real sure. Like I said, there's no writing on this piece here. But one of them copper sounding, I mean, it's copper, but it had that really, really sweet sound to it and that. One old thimble. Got that over towards the end of the hunt. That's a tin one or a copper one of the two. I just got a little bit of the dust and everything off it. I'll show you here at the wrap up. Got a nice green patina on it. So I'm kind of thinking that might be copper. Um, I'm banking that this is two different pocket watches that I found here. This is another piece of the pocket watch. It's got a little bit of writing up here on this side, but I can't make anything out on it. But that's definitely one part of it. And then I had this one here, which is, it doesn't match up to this piece here, so definitely a second piece to a pocket watch there. I cleaned up the best I could. You can see the hinges right there, the old, where the covers would have went. So you got the hinges on each side. No Lancer piece. It's 1886 patented, and then it's just chef, and I can't make out the last few letters that are over here on this side. And I said it's the older pieces. You can see patents right there, but can't make out too much more outside of that. That was a nice piece. I mean, I like finding these old relic pieces like that. This one here, now correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It's out of either a Model T or a Model A, something like that. The old contacts, like the points in the newer cars through the 60s, 70s. Don't know if that's Model A or Model T. Somebody can correct me on that. I'm sure they will. And a piece of a clip here, Carter, nylon, something like that. Bale seal. That's as clean as I could get it. And I could just make out a little bit right in here. Not sure if you can see that where my finger is, but there's a little like US design type thing in there, and then it says 1/8 something and then nothing. So I thought that was a pretty neat piece too. It has no bale seal. Blue jean clip. A little bit of writing on that there. A little square nail. I'm going to throw the square nail in there. Shotgun slug. Shotgun slug. Boy, I want to say that's 9mm. That slug there. This one here. Don't know if that was a sinker. Part of a shotgun slug maybe or something, but it's been carved on. Yeah, that was kind of neat. Somebody possibly trying to make it into a sinker or something. But that was a neat piece there. I got 4 pennies, 2 dimes, 1 nickel, 1 quarter, 2 wee pennies. I thought they were regular memorials. It turned out to be wee pennies. 1946D, 1950D. Like I said, the target's coming up out of that road. I mean, they weren't giving off the signals that you would normally associate with that Garrett AT Pro. I mean, this stuff was, you know, this token right here was down in the 50s. That's a pretty good token. I mean, that's 5 cents in trade, good for 5 cents in trade. And then on the back side, it says AC Cook and Son. On the back side, let's see if we can get that to focus in there. Yeah, kind of crooked. AC Cook and Son, Augusta, Wisconsin. That was a real nice find. I love those tokens where it actually tells you where you're at. I mean, it's telling that you're hunting, and you get something that comes up with the name of the town that you're in. Those are always great finds and everything. So, and then down here, it's crusty. 1920 or 1920, 18. Oh, 1902. Yeah, you can see it right there. 1902 Indian. That's a dyslexic thing. I put 1920 instead of 1902. Yeah, I'm getting old. Leave me alone. 1920 Indian. Gnarly, but you know, it's an Indian. We'll take it. And there you can see just a little bit of the 1 cent. Got the shield up on top up here, and a little bit of the reed on this side, but that's about as clean as I'm going to get that bugger. She isn't going to get any better than that. She's pretty pretty crusty. So, and Hoop and I went in there, and this is where he got that seed of dime, and we pulled a bunch of Indians and Wheaties out of there. So, you know, there's still stuff in there, but it's all spread out. I mean, it's from one side to the other side. There, the pocket change, the modern day pocket change, I got right off the sidewalk strips. But all the old stuff, all the relics and stuff like that, were right in that road section from shoulder to shoulder. It was all in that road section, and you had to be listening real sharp, real well, because this stuff was not ringing up the where, you know, it should have been on the AT Pro. You know, this Indian, normally 72 to 68, it came in at 64 down there, bouncing around in that section. All these Wheaties and this clad change, I mean, these signals were just wild. You know, there was so much of that chattery stuff going on down there. You had to hit the signal, lock in on that signal. So if it was a 72 with the Indian, you had to really work it and get it to lock in down in there. So still a good hunt. I pulled some stuff up out of there and didn't come home skunked. That's the name of the game. So thanks for coming along on the hunt, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on down the road next hunt. I appreciate the support. Thank you now.